Hello, everybody, and welcome to Van Ryder Games Live.
Hey, hey.
And this is AJ Porfirio. He's the president of Van Ryder Games, and
The idiot that has his phone on sound. Okay, sorry. Continue.
we're experts at this.
Yeah. No, I'm definitely, it's not a surprise I'm the one messing it up.
He is the designer of the game Hostage Negotiator. I think I have the career box.
Yeah, we got the career box here,
And
some of the other stuff off camera. But.
so, to begin with, describe a little bit about the game.
About?
It's my favorite solo game, we'll say that.
Oh, thanks. I don't know if I knew that.
Yeah.
Then you'd be honest with me, right?
I would, and I will also be honest that I'm not real good at it. And I've got the type of personality where I'll play it one time. If I lose, I say, well, there was just one thing I did that would have changed that. So I try it again, and I'll end up playing 7 or 8 times in a row. So
okay.
It's awesome.
That's the idea. I guess I'll talk about the line, or you want me to talk about sort of
Kind of
the
describe
base
the base game first.
Okay.
Like
Sure.
what's involved in it, let's see.
So, the base game of Hostage Negotiator is, I mean, it's pretty much what it sounds like. You get to take on the role of hostage negotiator, and you are having a negotiation with some, we call them in the game, we call them abductors, but a hostage taker or someone who has decided, I'm in trouble, I need to take hostages to get what I want, and that's what they've done. So, and of course this is something that can happen in real life, but we've sort of distilled that into a game, and really what we're going for is more of a cinematic approach, like hostage taking movies that you've seen. That's what we're trying to, or what I was trying to distill into a board game form. So I came up with that idea, and the theme is pretty sensitive, a heavy theme, and so I thought that it made a great theme for a solo game, because I didn't feel comfortable, and I don't think many people would feel comfortable having a player play as a hostage taker that could be killing hostages. So, but in a solo game, the game system can handle all of that for you, and it's no one's personal decision to have, them kill a hostage. The game just decides by, some random events when and if that will happen. So, yeah, I came up with a concept. This was kind of back when deck building had been around for a little bit, but was fairly new, and I wanted to do something different with deck building. One of the big challenges I always had when I played a lot of deck building games was you would buy that awesome card that you want, but then you shuffle it in your deck and it comes up at a time where it's like it doesn't go with the other cards in your hand, or like I just always kind of got frustrated that I buy these awesome cards, but I have no idea when it's going to come back to my hand. So that was how sort of in the game, the main mechanism is what I call hand building instead of deck building, because you're still buying cards to use, but they don't go in a deck to get shuffled, they just go straight into your hand. So that was sort of how the mechanics came about, and putting that all together, you have Hostage Negotiator.
That's fantastic. I didn't realize that about the game, but now that you're saying that, I see that too. I like that better than typical deck building myself, and so that makes me ask, which came first, the idea for Hostage Negotiator as a theme, or were you working on the mechanics and then that seemed to fit together, or do you even remember?
That's a good question. I don't know if I remember. I think I was thinking, I think the theme came first, because I think I was thinking about, I wanted to make a compelling solo game that was different than anything out there thematically, and I was just trying to think, like, what themes are there out there that there's not really any games for, and I just like was thinking, and I was like, I'm a very thematic gamer, so I was like, what dramatic, tension-filled situations are there, that there's not really a game for? And I was like, let me think about movies, right? Like, what kind of movies or books or what media do we consume and enjoy that maybe doesn't exist for games? And that's how I don't know if there was something that triggered on TV I saw or something, but I thought about that genre of films with hostage situations, and I was like, oh yeah, that's compelling, that's interesting. So I just started researching all that, and I think the mechanics came after that, but I'm not 100% sure on that. It's been a while.
Did you design it for yourself, or were you thinking of a specific type of game player?
I would say at that time, I mean, if you would have told me where we would be now back then, I would have told you were crazy. I had sort of started down the journey of Kickstarting and things like that, but even though we had a company, it was still more or less a hobby of my side gig to my day job. So yeah, I was mostly designing it because it was interesting to me. I love solo games, and you know, we had some success with our first game on Kickstarter, so I thought, hey, let's go back and try it again, and yeah, so that's kind of how it came about.
It's been very successful. Can you tell us some of the awards and recognition and different things? I see it listed in top 10 lists, and
yeah, so it's been extremely successful. It came out in 2014, I believe, is when it came out, and I mean, it's been selling, and it sells to this day, and it's still a highly recommended solo game. So I'm very proud of that, and especially in today's board game market, there's so many new games coming out, and even some games that have sold continuously nowadays sometimes start to drop off.
Right.
And so I never take for granted that it's selling, and maybe one day it might stop, who knows, but so far it's been great, and I hope that continues. And yeah, no, it was, nothing about it, to me at least, was not surprising. The Kickstarter, how well it did back then, it did, I think, $44 something thousand, which back then was like pretty strong, and especially for a solo game. At the time, I think it was the most funded solo only game. I was trying to get enough to make like 500 copies, handmade or print and play, and we were able to do sort of a full print run with it. So, and it's been great. I mean, people, it can be a little polarizing. Some people think it's just about luck, and there's not really much strategy, and there is a decent and good chunk of luck in the game. I mean, you were rolling dice. I talked about the deck building thing earlier.
Right.
I essentially flipped it on its head, where the randomness is not when you're going to get the card. The randomness is you have to roll to resolve the card. But there are ways to mitigate the rolls and ways to use the cards other than just rolling for them, which is critical. And I think what happens a lot of times is people don't maybe grasp everything they can do when they first play, and so it just feels like you're rolling a bunch of dice. But there's a whole lot more to it than that. And I think that what I've learned, I have a very analytical brain, and a big part of my professional career in corporate America before I was doing this was in risk management. So that has had a lot of influence on this. This game is very much about risk management. It's knowing when or when not to take a risk. You're gonna roll the die, but is this the right time? Do I have enough to mitigate? Like, that's where the whole fun of the game is. So if the people that's not interesting to, or they're looking for something else, some kind of, engine building strategy or something like that, I think that those are the folks that kind of get turned off by the dice. But the people that love it, like, they love it, and you're going to get a great story out of the game. In like 20 minutes, 25 minutes, you will feel like you watched a hostage movie.
That's great. And it leads right into the question that I definitely need help with. How do you manage the conversation points? From the designer, how would you say to manage that?
Conversation points?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. So, I was just looking too. I think we might have some spam comments. on our thing here.
That's good to know.
Yeah. If we were actually at our computer, we could moderate it. But anyway, conversation points. So a big key to the game, in my opinion, is what I like to call card equity. So card equity is the number of cards in your hand. It's very important to, you don't always have to do it, but in my opinion, having a lot of cards in your hand, or as many as you can, is very important, because having the cards in your hand allows you all of the main mechanics of the game. How you're playing cards require you to use cards in your hand. The simplest and most common is you play a card and you resolve it. However, you can also play any card face down for one conversation point without rolling. Just take a conversation point, which conversation points are the currency in the game, basically. So they will let you buy more cards and do all of those things. And then lastly, they let you convert partial successes, or when you roll a 4, you can change it to a success. So, but you need 2 cards to do that. So having a lot of cards in your hand really opens up and gives you all the options that you need to be successful. So I will tell people, I mean, there's some 2 1-cost cards, and they'll let you re-roll, but they're also great for bringing conversation points into the next conversation, or using them to discard to convert. So like, I'd highly recommend people keeping your card equity high, which also means if you're down to a few cards and you're not getting a lot back next turn, maybe think about just ending the conversation and not just using all your cards in your hand.
That's great, because you were in risk management. I kind of tend to be a risk taker. I'm kind of a fly by the seat of my pants kind of guy. So that catches me a lot of times, because I'll be down to like 1 or 2 cards and I'll say, I bet I can do it right now on this card. And sometimes you can't, but that's great. I mean, I was thinking, should I be trying to just go all in like that early, or should I build up a hand and then make my play? So it sounds like that's what you're saying.
A fun move I like to tell people to do, to try when they're not fully sure they grasp the conversation point system and how to leverage it, is what I say is, in the first conversation, most people are trying to reveal the demands. So the abductor has demands, they want something, and the game can punish you if you do not reveal those demands. However, it's not going to like end your game if you don't reveal the demands. So what I tell people, if you want to play with that card equity equation and try to get high card equity quick, I say play 5 of your starting 6 cards face down for 1 point, all but 1 small talk, and then roll for a small talk, because the small talk will end your conversation if you fail it, but if it's the last card, who cares, right?
Right.
Like, so timing and when you play the cards is important.
Conversation points for sure.
So you have 5 to start. Depending on your roll, you're going to get 1, 2, or 3 more. So you could get 8 conversation points just by rolling the dice 1 time in the first conversation. So, and a lot of people are like, oh my God, like, I've never gotten 8 conversation points in 1 conversation ever. So, but that also showcases the power of discarding for conversation points. It's tempting, man. When you see the cards, it's tempting to want to roll, because you're like, oh, if I get 2 successes, this can save a hostage or reduce threat by 2. Yeah. But you got to think about, like, what are the odds of that? They're much less likely that I hit 2 successes than not. And so sometimes it's just about ditching the cards for the points. Now I have 8 points to spend. I could go buy the 2 1s, 3 2s, and all of a sudden I'm back up to 5 cards. Or maybe I buy the sniper card, but I know I'm not going to use it for 6, 7, 8 turns maybe.
So you would hold that card and continue
build
your hand back
You can
up.
build a hand for like 1 big turn, and that's a viable strategy. So like building up your hand, because there's cards that let you reroll, there's cards that give you extra dice, there's cards that turn 4s into successes automatically, so you can really set yourself up for a big turn. And so that's a starting move I kind of like to tell people that I think a lot of people don't always think about.
That's fantastic.
So try that out. Try that out in your next game.
Okay. Now that told a little bit about the base game, which, this one.
Mm-hmm.
Could you tell us a little bit about Crime Wave and then Career and how they all work together, as well as, I guess, let's take a look at this, because this is what's so great about it. It's like almost endlessly expandable.
These expansion packs. Yeah, so I guess I'll kind of go in order of how they came out. That makes sense to do. So when Hostage came out, we actually also kickstarted what we call abductor packs. So each of these packs has another, I guess you could think about it as like another movie, another scenario with a new bad guy, some new game mechanisms that are going to change things up from what you're used to. So what we generally recommend is if you like the game, you can pick these packs up for less than $10 each, or just buy them all together in a bundle. We have all kinds of deals on our website for this stuff, but you can go at your own pace. And that was part of the plan for the beginning for me, is I wanted, it's a solo only game. I thought a low price point was important. Sometimes I've seen like comments, complaints about, oh, there's only 3 abductors in the base game, it's not enough variety, which by the way, it's actually, you can get a lot of play out of that.
Yes.
But
I can testify.
I'll gloss over that for now, but I didn't want you to have to jump in at $50 with a bunch of abductors. Like, I wanted people to be able to play and see if they liked it first, and then you could sort of go as far into the game as you wanted. And you could pick and choose. So if there's a theme that, a lot of these are based on and inspired by movies. So there's one where you're on a bus inspired by a Speed movie from back in the, I think, 90s that came out. And there's others inspired by different ones. But they all have this different, unique theme. So whatever one calls to you, you could sort of pick and choose. Or, generally the folks that really like the game go ahead and sort of snag up everything. So we got all these packs. The second thing we did though was we created a standalone expansion called Crime Wave, and you're gonna probably be shocked at the size of this box if this is your first time seeing it. But the reason it's so big is because it was designed and engineered to not only hold all of the existing stuff, but all of the future things that I had planned for the product line. I engineered this so that forward thinking that, okay, this needs to hold everything that there's going to be for the game. And I knew I wanted to do a career expansion, which is campaign play. So that's kind of the last thing. And you'll see these boxes are very similar sized. They actually fit if we open this up.
Okay, this is my favorite part.
This is your favorite part.
Yeah,
people love this box.
Like I'm a organization nut.
Yeah. So, like, if you look here, like these boxes will actually fit right inside. And board gamers are like, well, usually you take the box for the expansions and you just throw them away.
Yeah.
And that's fine. A lot of games, like, that's no problem. But the portability of Hostage was always one of the big selling points. So I wanted to keep it where you could keep this box so that if you go on a business trip or something, you can take your favorite abductors, take what you need out of the main box and take it with you for travel. Versus trying to like lug this big game around. If you're traveling for a weekend on a business or a couple days on a business trip, you take the base game and you go. So, but yeah, so these will fit in right in here, both of this and career, and you can have a whole Hostage Negotiator line and it all fits right in the
And then also you get like
you get a larger board with Crime Wave. It's the same. I mean, you could play with either of the boards. Like I said, it's standalone, so it has everything you need to play in Crime Wave, but it's also fully compatible where you can combine and play abductors from the base game with the conversation card set from this one. So you could start. Those are sort of the two starting points, and then you can obviously expand out from there. And then career essentially has you playing it 10 years as a negotiator. So you start the game.
I gotta interrupt you.
Okay.
What made you think of that idea?
I actually had that idea from the very beginning.
Really?
Yeah, like, I mean, you know me by now. Like, I'm really into narrative and story-driven games, and like, I love games that tell a story, whether it's emergent kind of through the mechanics, which Hostage seems to be a good blend, the base game, and it kind of tells that story. A lot of it is through the mechanics, but also there's a little bit of narrative in terms of flavor text and things like that. Career has a lot of narrative text, but there's also opportunities for you to fill in the gaps. For example, the system, one of the things I'm really proud of, I think that I accomplished with the career system is it's dynamic in that you can have, so it has in career, there's these things called stressors, okay, which is something, let's say a hostage got killed and you have a lot of regret around that for some reason, whatever. There are stressors in the game, one of them happens to be your regret, and the way that I structured and designed it, one game you may have regret from a hostage getting killed, another you may have regret from not being on time for a date with your spouse. But all of the regret stressor cards will thematically work with whatever situation. So you could play one game and you have regret from the hostage getting killed and you resolve the card and it's like, oh, you overcome your regret, or you go talk to the station psych or whatever. And the way that works is general enough that it can work with either of any different regret scenario, but it's also got enough still there where it makes sense. So in your game, where you have regret from hostage, you're thinking, oh yeah, man, when that hostage got killed and the dad came up and he was upset, this is coming back right now, and you're resolving all it. Whereas in my game, I'm thinking about, oh yeah, that time I was late for that date, this has come back to me now, I have a lot of regret, I gotta deal with that and resolve it. Which I think it works really well. Versus in a lot of narrative games I've played, it's really just a bunch of separate, unconnected events, and you may have an overarching storyline in it, and there's ways to do all that well. I'm not necessarily knocking that. I just think for me and my personal style of those kind of games, it's much more compelling and impactful if I feel like the story's connected from beginning to end.
So if you want to see how this part of it works, there is
We've got some
video on YouTube that was filmed during the virtual Gen Con thing where AJ plays through this, and it is fantastic. I was sitting on the other side of the camera watching it, and it is very engaging, even just watching someone play it.
Yeah, I think, unfortunately, we're still learning this Twitch thing, so we actually lost the videos of years 5 and after. So you could get a nice picture of the first 4, which is actually a good preview. I'm not that upset. So like the people that were there and saw it, they got to see the whole career, but it's a nice picture of sort of how the career system works.
I'm sure you can all tell we're absolute experts at this, but we're getting there. And really what he's saying is fantastic. I mean, I'm going to throw in just my nickel's worth here. In addition to this is a great solo game, and I've played it solo a lot, but I find that my wife and I like to play solo games together, and us work together to figure out what to do, and that makes it in essence a co-op game as well. So that's just my.
And I've seen lots of people say they do that with this game, and that's awesome to me. Like sitting with your partner or your friend or your wife, husband, whoever, and playing together, I think that's great, and I think it's a lot of fun if both people are into it. And I've heard everything, like we take turns rolling the dice, we take turns being sort of I have final say this round, you have final, so like, I don't know, that's kind of cool. So that's, have you tried this with Susan?
I have not tried this. What I do is I call her over and say, look what this card says, which is, I love that. At the top of the cards when the hostage taker is like fed up with you on the terror cards and makes a comment. I say, look at what he just said. Yeah. This is awesome. And I get her to be involved in it at that point. Now the graphic novel adventures, which I think we may talk about in a minute, Susan and I play those together. Even though it's a book, we just sit together and go through them just like that. So I'm thinking as we were talking, especially the career thing might be a great one for she and I to do together. All right.
I think we have some comments.
Okay.
Look at here. So Edgar says, one of the best solo games ever. Thank you, Edgar. I appreciate that. I agree. And he's asking if it's really the end of Hostage Negotiator. Are there any expansion packs planned? Yeah, so we sort of marketed and billed this last Kickstarter as like, hey, it's this the grand finale, it's the end of the product line kind of thing. I'm not going to go as far as to say there's not going to ever be anything, but for the time being, we're certainly done with expansion packs for now. However, the caveat to that is, I guess, I often find myself thinking about writing another finale pack. So you never know, there might be an alternate finale pack 3 at some point. Also, I was exploring and actually made it pretty far with someone to design a web app that would let customers and users or us basically write your own career card.
Yeah, that'd be great.
And give everyone the graphics. So if you wanted a year 1 career card, you have the year 1 graphic, you could print it out. Year 2, 3, etc. Stressor, everything was the plan. I got far enough down the road to like start getting excited about it, but then the person I was working with basically came back and said, I have too many other projects going on right now, so I can't work on this. So maybe I'm debating like a Kickstarter update or something and just putting it out there to everyone like, hey, does anyone have these skills and would you be willing to help? Because man, I just love the idea of fan created content, and it's so easy. The cards are pretty much text. You just need a graphic program to align the text for you and put that red overlay on the cards, and then there's no reason fans couldn't create their own cards for career. So that may still happen. I would love to see that happen. I think it would provide even more replayability, and like, for example, Byron, if you got a design itch, you could design a custom career and you just do 1 card for every year, and this is the Byron Hostage Negotiator career expansion, and you're basically cultivating an experience. Like you know what the 10-year career cards are going to be, so you can write the story as linear as you want to guide it, versus what I was trying to do to create replayability was I had to like have multiple cards for every year, which is important. But if you're just designing, hey, I'm going to design my career and I'm going to give it to my friend Evan and say, Evan, we both love Hostage Negotiator, I've designed this career, like fan-made career, here, go play it. And like all of the fans could do that. And I don't know, I love that kind of stuff when like communities and fan bases like just take and make tons of content for games. So that would be awesome.
That definitely kind of gives me a clue that you're not done with Hostage Negotiator after that answer.
I think at minimum, at some point, I will at minimum I might even make it like a PNP finale where they could just print it up. Who knows? But yeah, I think about it a lot.
But honestly, the base game itself has a lot of replayability, and if you add in all of this other stuff, I mean, it's almost infinite, really.
I mean,
how much you could play with this if you didn't go any further with it, you know. It's
if you start to like
many hundreds, if not thousands of hours.
Even just thinking about like the 10 years and different card combinations, like it's literally a number that is too big to even think of all the possible. And like, which abductors are you going to get and in what order? I mean, you will never, I'm very confident saying you will never play the same career twice.
Awesome.
So, does that excite you?
It does. It does, really. I've got a couple more questions.
Okay. Yes, we got Sally here with us.
Yeah,
one of our favorite people. She's offered her help for Twitch, which we could probably use.
Okay, it's Byron at Van Ryder Games.
Yeah.
.com. So please email me with any info that you have.
Yeah, tips, tricks.
Yes.
Byron's sort of leading the charge. We're doing this weekly now.
Right now, I'm going to say I'm leading the stumble.
Yeah. So, but thank you for that.
But
offer.
really,
That's really
Evan and
appreciated.
AJ are so great. It makes it kind of easy to do this. I do have I think I'm going to have a question that I ask everybody.
Shoot.
When you're not designing games, what would your top 5 non-Van Ryder games be?
Top 5 activities,
Board games that aren't.
My top 5 of all time.
Oh,
I always struggle with these top lists because I can immediately I can immediately think of 5, but then there's so many others. But I would
preferably
say
in order, but
the way
but if not, we'll do it
Good
as long
luck
as
with
it's
that.
5.
Usually how I do this is I think about what games I've rated like a 10. Like what games are perfect 10s for me. The top one is still pretty clearly for me Gloomhaven, which I just think is an amazing design. It is a genius feat in board gaming that Isaac pulled off, if you ask me. So much to the point that when I think about, okay, if I want to make a fantasy game or a dungeon crawl, my goal will be to make a game that's better than Gloomhaven, which is like a tall order. And frankly, I could fail and still make a great game.
Yeah.
So that I like to set bars high, I guess. And I will do that at some point. We will at some point have a fantasy game in our catalog because I love that theme. So that's one. I'm a huge fan of Robinson Crusoe from Portal Games.
Yeah, that is a great
Ignacy.
game.
It's a amazingly great combination of theme and mechanics that tells stories like few games can. So I love that one. What would I go with next? Nemesis lately is one we've been playing from Awaken Realms. Is basically Alien the board game, and I think
I love that game.
does it so well that it's man, if you could take that movie and put it in a board game, they nailed it.
Yeah, that's
it.
my kind of game for sure.
Yeah. So that would be one. This one's a little controversial even for me, but I loved Time Stories. I played through the whole Time Story system, the originals. I haven't played any of the new ones yet. The reason that one's kind of I struggle a little bit is because not all the expansions are created equal. Some of it, the story, without spoiling anything for anyone, I found the ending of the entire sort of thing to be a little disappointing. A little, maybe an understatement. I found it quite disappointing. But I really enjoyed the journey. I loved the system. Had a blast with it. So that's one. What's that? Is that 4?
That's 4. This is the big one.
This is the big one. What's gonna make the list, and then who are
everything
the
else
also
falls below
rans?
that.
Yeah. You know what I'm gonna go with? I'm gonna go with Android. So not Netrunner, but the original Android board game from Kevin Wilson. Fantasy Flight designed it. It ended up, I don't know if they overprinted or what, or it just didn't do that well, but it ended up and maybe still be in sort of a lot of the bargain bins. But that game, thematically, I just adore it. And if you're watching and you think that Dead of Winter was the first game to do Crossroads, it wasn't. Android basically did the Crossroads card system where you're doing something and I pause your turn because something happened and read some narrative. Android did that first. A lot of people think that Crossroads invented that, and maybe they thought they did even, but Android, when I played Android, I actually played it after I had played Dead of Winter, and I was like, oh man, this is like Dead of Winter Crossroads system, but this game came out way before that. And it's a mean game though. You're just you would love it. I think if you, me, Evan, actually all of us We could play five. I mean, it would be like a 6-hour game, but we could play 5 player. But anyways, it would be amazing. But it can be long, and it is, there are a lot of Euros type stuff to it too. At the end of the day, it's a point based game, but it's just like, I don't know. I think it's great. You can hear me going on and on about it, but I love it. I think it's.
That was 5. You see how excited you
That
got
was
number
5. Yeah,
5.
I could keep going. If I was not limited, I'd be like, what's the next game I like? So there's a ton.
All right. I think I heard that you had a surprise for
I
this.
do. But before we get there, I do want to talk about
yeah.
So, if you're familiar with our company, you know that we do these game books called Graphic Novel Adventures. What I have right here is actually season 3, which is on the cusp of being released into retail. We are in the process right now of delivering the game to all the Kickstarter backers. Once that is done, this will go up on our website for sale, and hopefully at any game stores that work with us or through distribution. Well, we have 5 brand new books, which now makes, if you count seasons 1 and 2, that's 15. Plus we did a Sherlock one outside of those seasons. So we have 16 of these game books now. And what's awesome about them is, if you ever played growing up any of the Choose Your Own Adventure books or Fighting Fantasy, those kinds of game books, that's what you're getting here. But the cool thing about it is it's in a graphic novel. So all of these books have, a story to them and different choices you're making. Sherlock, like up here, for example, you're interrogating a suspect and you can ask them different questions. So these are full-on games in a book, in a graphic novel, which is an amazing concept. And there's all kinds of themes. We've got Sherlock, we've got pirates ones, we've got this new one is Little Lily Van Helsing. You're basically a monster hunter, which is awesome. We have Your Theme Park, which you can actually build and manage your own theme park in this one. So all kinds of wonderful goodness in here.
The artwork is incredible.
And the artwork's amazing, and some of them are different artists from others. And we've had this line for a while now, but every time we get new ones, we get so excited. And so I'm thrilled for these to be coming out. This is season 3, so if you already have season 1 and 2, these are going to be the new ones for you. And I kind of wanted to make sure I mentioned this, since this is these are our new release happening.
And
now.
so when will they be available to order it at your bookstore?
So we need to get all the Kickstarter backers their copies first. That's in process now. I believe that U.S. shipping is supposed to start happening this week, but early next week is the latest. I'm working with them on that now, but yeah. So once everything's shipped and it's at least on the way to people, then we can start opening up for sale. But it's just one of those things, you want to make sure the backers who were there on Kickstarter sort of get a chance to get it before you put it for sale to the general public. So I don't have an exact date of when it's happening. If we get through all the shipping this week, then these might go up for sale next week, and then that opens the gates for retailers to buy and for it to go through distribution. So if you're buying at a game store or like online outside of our website, it may still be 2 to 4 weeks probably.
End of October.
Probably end of October or November, depending. I mean, the world we're living in now, right. It's like very difficult to sort of say how long shipping and processing and whatever else is happening in the world impacts it.
So you can check on vanrydergames.com.
Yeah, that's going to be the fastest way. That's going to be the fastest way to get it. So, yeah, and look for that. And if you need to fill in any of the gaps of some of the older books, or you want to start there with the older books, we have those too. And those are available now. So if this is your first time hearing about the system and you're like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. How do I get these? Go to vanrydergames.com right now. We have 11 different books for you to choose from.
Right.
And we even have some cooperative games with the same system that you could play 1 to 4 players with, called the Crusoe Crew and Sherlock Holmes Baker Street Irregulars.
Yeah, those are fantastic.
Yeah, those are a blast.
I love that.
So if you're more like a group player, those are great.
And really, especially Crusoe Crew looks like maybe more of a kids thing, which certainly it's suitable for kids. But I've seen grown-ups playing it together just as intensely as they would play Pandemic or anything like that. That's a cooperative game, so it's really cool.
All right, so you ready for your surprise buy?
Yes.
All right.
I think.
So, I really enjoyed playing the career Hostage Negotiator career sessions that I did so much that I recently got a game, and I thought maybe you and I could play it together.
All right.
It's called Spire's End. So this was actually a Kickstarter, and it was kind of billed as a solo game to me. So I'm like, boom, solo story looks cool, like give it to me. So I backed this. It does, in fact, however, play 2 players, so we can play it together. And this has some similar elements actually, where you're making choices on cards and stuff, and there's a little bit of story. So before we start, though, I just want to warn everyone: if you are have this game coming your way, or we're already looking at it, there will be spoilers. It's different every time, so you might not see all the same things, or it might not play out the same way. But it's one of those kinds of games where you need to give a spoiler warning. So we're gonna do that if you're interested.
Let's check the comments right quick, and also, can everybody hear us all right? Are we loud enough?
I think they can hear because they've been responding. You ask at the end, Byron, if they can hear us.
Well, that's for next time.
Oh, for next time.
It's too late now.
Most of them. So Sally had some comments. She said that she wants to get her hands on Hostage. She's interested in trying time stories, and just I think she's generally commenting on different things as we say them. So thank you, Sally, for your participation. It's nice to have someone other than Byron to talk to. All right, so
we're gonna try it.
Yeah, and this is really easy. I can even teach you this as we go. So we have all our. There's like it teaches you the game in this instructions.
So where do I get the card sleeves for these?
I think they actually sold them on the Kickstarter. I don't know if they
did?
had ones for the big ones, but you know me, I don't care about sleeves.
I know. That's why
I
I
was
brought
like,
that up.
I did not need that extra expense. So, all right. So we each are gonna get an ally card. So there's 7 of them, and if all of our allies die, we lose. Okay.
All right.
So pick whatever ally you want. We get 2, and if you're playing solo, it works the same way. You would get 2 anyway.
We should flip them over and pick
Yes,
2.
so take one here. I'll take this one at random. Just take them. No, we each get 1.
One.
Yeah.
All right.
So
You're in trouble.
I got Dane the Rudderkin.
I've got Hildegard the Endrake.
That's very funny. These are the exact same 2 characters I played in
Did
the
you
last
check
game,
to
but
make sure
that's
there were
fine.
other cards in the deck?
Huh? Oh
Okay,
yeah,
all
there are.
right.
There are. That would be funny. Okay, so this deck just goes up here like this, and then we're just gonna start here and go through it.
All right.
And I'll kind of explain how this works. So let's get this game does have a heavy dice rolling element.
Good.
So there are lots of dice, and there's lots of cubes. So you're gonna take the red number is your hit points basically. So take that many cubes.
6.
Yeah. And then take black cubes for your armor points, which I think we were both 6 and 3. Okay.
All right.
And then, so every encounter, once it's over, we go back to full. So as long as you don't die within the encounter, then you sort of refresh all your stuff each time.
This looks like something I need to do risk management in.
Yeah, it definitely has some of that element. This deck is something we'll use for combat. It's just like a randomizer.
So is the object for me to beat you? Or
No,
for us
we're
to
playing
beat the
together.
game?
Yeah, we're playing together. So we're pretty much set up, and we're just gonna play, and I'm gonna teach you as we play.
All right.
It's pretty easy, but I'll keep this stuff for reference. All right. So why don't you actually flip over the first card? You can read the prologue.
Begin here.
Yeah.
It was unusually dark before the moon was swallowed in red. Crimson light circled the dark orb like a bloodshot raven's eye. The ground shook and something unimaginable drilled its way out of the earth. It tore through the town with ungodly force. The streets filled with fumes, and the townsfolk fell into a deep, unnatural sleep. The strong, the frail, and the innocent all disappeared under the red eclipse. The spire stood there in silence, and its base was a door left ajar. Reveal card 2.
All right. So whenever you resolve a card, it just goes in the discard pile,
All right.
like so. So something has burst through the ground in whatever this world is that we're in. I guess it says that we're in the earth. So chaos has erupted essentially. So this says dust and debris. You wake horrified, gasping for air. Your head is pounding and you're covered in dust and debris. You unearth yourself and climb to your feet. A monstrous foreign object spirals above you, like the horn of a giant deity attacking the heavens. A quick glance reveals the endless mounds of wreckage in every direction. It's strangely silent and you see no one about. You head off through the destruction to find your uncle, your last living relative. Thankfully, his cottage is outside of the spire's wake. Untouched, he left you a note. I know you will come looking for me. Don't. I deeply regret what I've done, but during this incident, I hid, then ran like a whimpering dog. In truth, I'm a coward, crippled by fear. You're strong, courageous, everything I'm not. That's why you must go. I suspect those missing are being held captive in that spire. Mount a rescue, find them, free them. I am proud of the person you've become. You must remain strong. I fear many hardships and horrors lie ahead. Know that shame has clawed through my soul and I won't survive long. I've made sure of that. But before I go, I have some knowledge I need to pass on. So this card actually tells you, hey, stop here and go read the instruction deck, which I've already done, so we don't have to stop. So we are going to go to card 3.
Cautious steps. You approach the door with a cautious step. I warn you, it's worse in there than you think. I don't do the little other people.
That's
voices
fine.
Very good. I work real hard on just Southern. And you've imagined the unimaginable, no doubt, says an unfamiliar voice. A small creature reveals himself from behind the door. He is unkempt, a little worse for wear. His eyes appear kind. What are you? You've never seen this creature before. I've always been close, but you people are far too involved with yourselves to notice. We live right beneath you, only this thing here is from much, much deeper, he mutters, looking up at the spire. What do you know about this, you ask, hopeful. I've squirreled around. These underdwellers have horrible red eyes. They move silently and quickly. He stops and sniffs the air. I must go. With that, he scampers off into the spire. You move to follow him when you see it, red eyes cutting through the darkness. You attack. Reveal cards 4 and 5. So
All right.
we saw some red eyes in the
So,
darkness.
yep, so we've encountered our first underdweller, as they're called, and he ran off. But we're now going to find out what the eyes are. So it has a setup card, so the doorman setup card. So here's the doorman.
He's very pleasant looking.
Yeah, that gives him a pretty good view of it. So he's got all these keys kind of floating around him. And this little light antenna, if you can see that. So he has 10 hit points. So we're going to give him 10. I think I'm going to move to using dice for these at some point. It's much easier than
You got
cubes.
7.
What's that? 9. One more. Okay, and then 4 armor points. So the armor points is basically before you can hit them for their life points, you got to take out their armor points. Some effects might let us hit their health first, but so all right. So we're gonna have a combat. So the way combat works is we get to go first, and when it's your turn, one of our guys gets to go first. When it's your turn, you get to do an action, which are these ones in red here. So the number on the left is how many of your health points you have to spend to do the action. So you could spend 0 and do, like your first one is called Slingshot, or you could go spend 4 and do Bag of Tricks, okay? Once you decide which action you want to take, of those 5, you are going to roll an 8-sided die, okay? And then you're going to do whatever you got. So if you just did Slingshot, if you roll 5 through 8, you're going to do 1 damage to the guy. But if you did sort of your Bag of Tricks, this symbol means you get to do it twice, so you get to roll twice, and then there's different ranges. The number in the white's always damage, and then these are called kickbacks. So if you have a kickback, for example, if you roll a 6 or higher, you would get a life back. That's what that means.
But you have to spend 4 to do it, and you would gain 1 back if you
Right.
rolled that.
Okay, that's how that works. And then some of them have these letters, and there's different abilities. We'll learn that as you go. Once you know your abilities, you'll be good. Then you get to recoup. So you see at the top, you have a recoup action. You can either choose to heal or do highlights. So you have 2 different options for that one. You're gonna roll. If you heal, you're just gonna take that many life points back. If you do your hijinks, you get to sort of do one of these abilities. Cleanse is very simply take a status effect away from yourself or an ally, or in this case an ally. So you could cleanse me if I have poison or whatever. Bubble is for 1 turn, you're going to give me a protective bubble, and I get 3 extra armor points. Rebuild is for 3 turns. Once each turn, I'm going to get an armor point back. Okay? Those are your abilities. If you, let's say you're at max health and max armor points, and you roll, and something lets you gain 1, you can put it up here. This is a boost track on top, and this is a rest track on the bottom. So if you roll one of those extras, you get to put on the boost track, and it gives you, I think, a bonus. I'll look that up, but I didn't have that happen a lot. But the rest track is for another option you have during your turn is you can take a rest action, and so instead of doing any of these red attack actions, you'll put a cube up here to show that you're resting. And the first turn you get +1 to your recoup roll. If you heal, you get +1. The next turn, if you keep resting, you'll get +2. So the longer you rest, and then +3. So the longer you rest, the easier it is to get more health back. The catch is if you ever roll a 1 on your recoup roll, your rest is unsuccessful. You have to take that off.
Alright.
So that's it. So then once both of us have gone, then the enemy's going to go. And he's going to do the same thing. He's going to do an action, which we roll at random. First thing we do is, it's not roll, it's flip one of these cards, and that determines their action. Before that, we have to figure out who he's targeting. So we roll a d8. I'm 1 through 4, you're 5 through 8, so it's just 50-50 who they go for. And then once he's done, we keep going until either he's dead or we have lost the game. So, however, we don't lose the game until all of our allies are out. So if we have a death move on each of our allies, so if you die, you actually get to do something to help the group, I guess, before you fully bite the bullet. Okay, so that's it. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready to hide behind you and let
Let's
you
do
take
it.
the full attack.
All right, so this guy's 10 health and 4 armor points. I'm gonna do my bloodlet move, which costs me 2 health points. So I get to roll my d8 and see what happens. 8.
Wow.
All right, so bloodlet with an 8 is 3 damage, so those are gonna go toward his armor points. And B effect, which is bleed the enemy. So bleed is -1 hit point per turn. So he's gonna start taking straight from here. and that happens during upkeep. So I get a health back because I got a kickback, so that was nice. And then and now I will recoup. So sorry, I didn't say that. At the end of each of our turns, you have an upkeep phase. So that's when he'll lose. That's when he'll lose his bleed, but it's during his upkeep. Okay, so he's bleeding now, which we can track here. We'll use gold for him. So he's got one bleed, he's got a bleed for one turn. Okay, now I get to recoup. So I have cleanse, but there's nothing for me to cleanse, so I'm gonna try to heal my 1 point back. 1, so I failed, so I don't get anything back. And then now it's my upkeep.
You went from one end of great rolling to
Yeah.
the other.
That's okay, I'd rather add it on the meeting.
That's true.
So that's me, and now you get to go.
Alright. And you risk mitigated.
What do you mean?
You went with
Oh.
a more powerful one.
Yeah.
But it was a little cost you a little bit to do it too. Didn't
I mean, we got a lot of work to do here.
Yeah, I'm gonna go all in, I guess.
Alright.
As I do.
I like it.
Let's do swift straps.
Alright.
Cost me 3.
Okay.
Did I just spend more than you, or did you? Yeah. Or
Well,
you
I got some.
you
I
went
got
with
one
some.
back. Yeah.
All right. So here we go.
Alright. 7,
I got a
not bad.
7. So we did.
So 4
4
damage.
damage to him.
Very nice. So he's now lost all his armor and 3 health points, so he's down to 7.
Oh,
You get an armor kickback, but you're already at max.
Yeah.
So, so the boost thing comes into play. So, let me find that. So we'll put a silver up here for you.
Boosted.
You're boosted, and I just need to find and remember how that works. Okay. During place extra HP or AP point trackers in the boost meter. Once you have the meter filled, you can spend it for strength for 1 turn. Strength is +1 on an action roll. So if you get that all the way up to the S, then you can get +1 on any action roll you want.
Cool. Now I try to recoup.
And now you recoup. So choose to heal or hijinks.
I'm healing.
5. All right. So you heal 1 point.
It's cutting down on my superior skills for the next round.
Yeah. All right, and so that's the end of our turns, and we are gonna do the enemy turn. Oh, someone Bailey Robinson said back Final Roll on Kickstarter, but hasn't tried Hostage Negotiator. Thanks for we actually didn't talk about that, but Final Roll is the evolution of the Hostage Negotiator system. So thank you so much for backing, and you'll get a good taste from Final Roll of some of the mechanics from Hostage. So that's good. That was a good call out.
Isn't there also some YouTube video of that?
There's some, we do have a game of I taped a prototype playtest. So it doesn't look very pretty like the final version of Final Girl will, but you can get a taste of sort of how that works over on YouTube, on our YouTube channel. Alright, so let's roll, go ahead and roll, and we'll see who he's attacking. Keeper of the keys, so it's a 1, so I'm 1 through 4, so he's gonna attack me. So flip over his card, so we see what he does.
He's gonna use his puncture attack.
Alright, so he's gonna use puncture, so go ahead and roll that. Whoever's not getting attacked will roll. We'll do that way.
He did a 2.
The 2, so he missed, so I dodged him. Thank you, I appreciate that. Dane the Rudderkin, that's me. So nothing, his upkeep, he's bleeding for 1 turn. He loses 1, and then this is gone, and we do it again. So let's see.
He doesn't attack.
We got him
me,
on the
he
ropes.
Just picks one.
He picks one, yeah. We got him on the ropes, Byron.
Yeah, he's done.
I'm going for the rust slice, which is costing me 4, which is maybe risky, but we got I think you and I can kill him between us. 8.
Oh man.
All right. 5 damage, so I got him down to 1, and he's bleeding 2 now, so he's really bleeding. So even if we don't kill him, as long as he doesn't heal, he will die during his upkeep. So That's me. I'm gonna recoup. I'm gonna heal. 6, so I get 1 back. And see if you can land the killing blow.
Oh,
All right.
man. Do I take a big chance on this one? Let's do bombs away.
All right.
So
that costs 2.
2.
Yep. 4.
He's down.
You got him. 3 damage. So we killed him. All right.
And
Awesome.
then upkeep for you and I.
Well, we're gonna get all our stuff
Recoup.
back anyway.
Oh.
So after every
time we
battle,
wipe
you
somebody
go back
out.
to max.
Gotcha.
That's why you can feel
Ah.
pretty decent spending
Gotcha.
a bunch when you got them on the edge.
Yeah, I thought maybe I was stuck with this. And
Yeah.
recoup during the next fight.
Yeah, no, it's that's what I hear. After any encounter, allies in play regain all hit points and armor points. Any status effects and boost meters are cleared.
Got
So
it.
your boost meter, you gotta clear that off. And then this. Okay, reveal card 6. Victory. Round of applause from the fans watching, please. Increase ally armor point thresholds by 1. So, pull card 32. So if something says pull card, you go find it. So we go find card 32, and it actually has. This is where we'll track our thresholds. So here's our armor track. So we're at.
+1.
So we are +1 on armor. So now we can immediately take our 4th, and we start with 4 armor instead of. Oh, and you can refill your health also. All right, it says the creature is bleeding on the floor, facing you. He shifts a bit, still alive. What have you done with them? You know it understands, regardless. Oh wait, sorry, that's us. What have you done with them? We say. You know it understands, regardless of what language it speaks. Around him are keys, at least 10 of them. Some are chained to him, others loose. 2 keys are directly in front of you. It could be your imagination, but it looks like one is beginning to move. You must decide. All right, we have a choice. Hey, we could ask for help from the chat too.
Yeah.
All right, here's our
Edgar's
choices.
clapped for us when you
Oh,
guys
yeah,
applause
he did.
for our.
They gave us the. Oh, that's Sally. She gave us
Oh, Sally.
the party emotes.
Okay.
All right, so we have to decide: do we finish him off and take everything? Do we leave him? Let's take what he has and move on. Or let's take him captive. So there's 3 choices. If you guys want to influence us, option 1 is to finish him off, which is to take him out and take everything, take all the keys. Or we could leave him but take what he has and leave. Or we could take him captive. I'm not sure how that would work. So if anyone has any opinions,
That would add a complication, dragging him around with us.
yeah, that'd be interesting. If you guys have any opinions in the chat, oh, Scott's watching. He says kill him. Sally's wondering if there's a point in taking him captive.
Me too.
That's what you want to do?
I sort of wonder that because it's like, why would they even put it on there if it wasn't like maybe there's a positive to that down the road.
Now Sally's saying take what he has and leave him. So we're kind of split on this. Let's do the captive.
You want
Let's
to
see
try
what
it?
happens? Yeah, let's see what happens. All right, we're gonna take him captive. Reveal card 9. So when you reveal, like in this instance, 7, 8, or
Tells you
9,
which.
we just put 7 and 8 face down. They'll never come back. And then, oops, I put this down first. And then we reveal 9.
All right.
What's it say?
Helping hands.
Okay.
You take action and lop off his hands.
Ooh.
The creature drops to his knees. You roll 1d8. I guess that'd be you.
All right.
Pull him up by the. Let's see.
Let's see what we get. 2.
Okay, you pull him up by the wrist. His blood splatters on your hands. It burns and you fall back. The creature's escaped.
Oh, come on.
Now he's mad too.
All right. He got away. So, real
So
card.
we didn't get.
13. All right.
So that didn't go exactly like we needed it.
He got away. Maybe Scott was right. Should have killed him. All right. Sunshine. sunbeams punch through dusty air onto the back wall. The light blazes a hot orange in between two quarters. There are signs of a struggle. A dead underdweller is lying face down in front of you with some overturned furniture. Glowing red blood trails along the floor haphazardly toward the left. You suddenly feel warm, humid air hitting the back of your neck. Something tall and thin darts through the sunlight. You wait a moment and brace yourself for an attack, but none comes. In the midst of this chamber's stark isolation, you hear a hum. There's a small flicker of light coming from the left corridor, and the humming increases. The orange rays of sunlight start to fade away as the morning begins to pass. The room goes dark. You should move along. Do we? Option 1, I will follow the tall, thin creature into the corridor on the left. Or, I want to avoid mysterious creatures in the dark. I will go to the corridor on the right. So we can follow the creature on the left or go towards the corridor on the right. Alright. What do you think? You have a vote? Alright, chat. Do we follow this creature or do we avoid the creature?
Neither option sounds fantastic.
Left is follow the creature, and right is avoid the creature and go in the dark. As far as I know, we don't have a light. Right. At least it has not said that.
So, going to the right would be going down into the
dark, basically going into
like
the
dungeon crawling.
The dark corridor. You want to do that?
Let's do it.
All right.
Let's see. Nope.
No, it's nothing.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna go off into the dark, which is card 17. All right. The twins. Giant pillars mark the entrance to this next corridor. Obsidian tile stretches in every direction. It's dark, unsettling, and uncomfortably warm. As you cross the chamber floor, two dark forms appear from either side. They slide toward you with supernatural speed, as if pushed by a sudden and violent wind. They attack in unison. Alright, we gotta roll a d8. 7. The masked figures lunge towards you. They fight as one being. As luck would have it, you strike at the right moment and they are forced to dash to the side. The twins suffer intimidate to start the encounter. Oh, this guy's been gone for a while. So
that's the twins.
Yep, so we have... Alright, so that's their... Oh, these get reshuffled each time, so you want to do that. Here's the twins. They kind of look like old key guy. They have intimidate to start the encounter, which is... Force a 1 action next turn. So the first time they go, instead of drawing, they're going to just do the 1 twin punch. Okay? That's cool.
But they get to attack twice with that because there's 2 of them.
Yeah. They attack twice with most of them. Alright, and then the setup is... Alright, when we get action cards, it says play them in a line on the play field. If we ever have 5 in a row or 6 in a row, we are going to reveal card 20. Okay? Alright, so let's set them up. So they got 10 hit points. It's 8.
And 8 armor?
10. Yep. Alright, we got some work to do on this one.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so I guess we'll just keep the order. I'll always go first, we'll just, because we'll get used to it. So, they're attacking twice. I think we roll for each one who they're going to attack. And then, does it say that? Yep. Okay. So I'm going to start with, I'm going to go 3. I'm going to go split fist is what it's called. So I have these cool like boards strapped to my hands with deadly knives sticking out.
Kind of like
you guys can see that?
non-IP infringing Wolverine with 2x4s.
That's not. Yeah, you're right. You're not wrong. I didn't think of that, but yeah, that's what it looks like. All right, so let's do that. 6. So I did 5 damage.
Wow.
I'll take that. So 5 armor points off these guys, and then I'm gonna heal. 6. So I get 1 back.
So if this is on my roll here, what does that
That means you gain an armor point.
gain one?
If you're at max, then you get the boost
Gotcha.
thing.
I don't want them attacking us.
Yeah.
I
Hit 'em.
guess if I hit them for 4, that still only do 1 damage to them.
I mean, we gotta knock out the armor points anyway.
So I'm gonna go for 3 and do the
Okay.
swift straps again.
All right. 6.
6,
So 4,
4.
and you get an armor, so it'll go on your boost.
Right, from the top of them.
Yep.
Okay.
You start on the.
Oh, there.
You gotta get 3 before you get a benefit,
Okay.
and then you can heal or do hijinks, either one.
It's on heal.
Yep. Nope.
No heal.
Nothing. All right. Roll for them to see who they attack, or with their first attack.
This is tense. 3.
Me. All right. So they're coming at me, but we know because of intimidate, they're doing twin punch. I think that counts for both of them. So go ahead and roll. He needs a 5 or higher to hit me. All right.
Uh-oh.
So he hit me for 1 damage. At least it was the weak.
It just takes off armor, right?
Oh yeah, armor. Yep. And then roll to see the other twin attacks.
Me?
No.
Right? No?
I'm 1 through 4.
Okay.
You're 5 through 8.
So here we go.
All right. Another twin punch.
3.
Miss.
He missed you.
All right. Then he's gonna recoup. So roll. See if he heals.
2.
Nope. Told you there was a lot of dice rolling. All right. So we're into round 2.
Rolled well for him.
So now he's gonna get to flip a card. The intimidate is gone. Or not yet. When it's his turn,
Oh.
we get our turns first. All right. Let's do.
Or we get another turn?
Yeah, that was the end of their
That was
turn.
his deal. He doesn't
Yeah,
get to
so
get
now
a card
it's-
yet.
Right, because we had intimidate, which made
Gotcha.
it forced him to do
Gotcha.
the twin punch. All right, I'm down to 4 life, so I'm gonna do bloodlet, which cost me 2, 5, 3 damage, and I will heal 7, so I get 2 back. Nice,
Ooh.
got them both back, and your go. He's down to 6, Byron.
So
Yeah.
if I ran completely out of health,
You're dead.
so I don't want to do that.
You can't. It does say you can sacrifice yourself in a final attack, but I don't
I'm going to go for
think we're
bombs
there
away.
yet. Okay.
So 2 of them.
All right.
And 6.
6. That's pretty good.
Bombs away. Got him for
3
3.
damage. All right. All right. And you can do
then-
heal or do hijinks.
Heal. Nope.
Nope. Uh-oh.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully they won't go for you. All right. This time we're gonna flip a card. Do we? Yeah. We just flip 1 card, but we do it twice. Oh, it does say the 2 attacks are on the same target. That was my bad. So 2 is dual kick. So roll to see if they try to attack me or you. Me again. That's probably better. So then
Right now it
roll
is.
the 2 black dice, so they get 2 attacks. 1 and
One
6.
and 6.
So the 1 misses and the 6 hits me for 1. It's fine.
Wow, you're doing great.
It's fine. I'm fast. All right. And then they heal, so roll 1 for their heal. They heal 1.
Uh-oh.
That's fine. We only need 4. I'm gonna go split fist 3. See if I can take this guy out. 5. So the star is do however much damage you roll. So I did 5 damage.
whoa, I need one of those.
Yeah, those are nice. I think I got the fighter guy. You're like the little support.
I think I'm kind of a healer.
Stealthy support.
Yeah.
Alright, so we got him. We did not get whatever that thing was, so we go to card 21. Triumph. Increase ally hit point thresholds by 1. Alright. So now we get an extra hit point. As you strike the final blow, the remaining twin falls on the body of his dead brother. He pulls a cylinder out of his belt and presses his finger to the top. With a rush of wind, their bodies turn to dust and disappear in the cracks between the tile. The cylinder hits the ground and rolls off into the shadows. Half a mask lies in front of you ominously. We must decide. Leave the mask and go after the cylinder. That's option 1. Option 2, take the half mask. Or option 3, leave them. Something about them makes you uneasy. So there's a cylinder and a mask. Or we could just leave them both alone. So if anything sounds interesting in the chat, you guys let us know. We can refill
I think there's a little bit of delay too before it would show up.
Yeah. So while we're waiting, we can refill our life points. So now we get 7 life points each and 4 armor. We're off to a good start.
Yeah.
Alright, do we have any opinions? I don't see any opinions. Alright, so what do you want to do? Leave the mask and go after the cylinder, or take the half mask, or leave them both? I don't think we should leave them both.
Go for the cylinder. Seems weird.
Sally said maybe the mask. Definitely not 3. Yeah, she's agreeing with us not to leave them alone.
I'll go for the mask.
You'll go for the mask? Okay, let's do
that. That way
mask.
I can blame it on Sally.
Take the half mask. Equip this card. Reveal card 25. So at the bottom of this card, it has the half mask. It's the left side. Twins mask left side. And it says slip up. If you roll 1 on an action, you can give encore ability to an ally. It says you may use slip up 3 times. If you do, discard the twins mask. Use cubes to keep count. So one of us needs to decide to take this, and the way you do it is you slide it under.
Got it.
Like that. Here, why don't you take it?
I don't know.
Alright, so encore is if an action misses, roll again. If you have 2 attacks, only 1 missed roll can be rerolled. This basically says if you roll a 1, you can reroll. Or you can give. Sorry, if you roll a 1, you can give an ally encore, which would let them reroll at some point. Okay. Then what? I think it's 25. Oops. Yeah, 25. Sorry, I knocked your boost.
Oh, all of them were 25 except for the sub.
Oh yeah. All right. So we go to 25.
The dim. After a few twists and turns, you come to a dead end. The wall is plain stone with one small square dead in its center. There are abstract symbols on it and a horizontal slit in the middle. Do you have a key? If so, roll the dice equal to the number of keys you have. Did any of them match the symbols below?
We don't have a key.
Then we go, I will have to turn back and find a new way forward. Reveal card 27.
Alright. The guy ran away. We didn't get the keys from him. Jerk. Dead heat. You turn around and attempt to go a different way. You make a few turns and your path grows dark. If you have one of these items, we do not. If not, after a long search in the dark, you finally find your way out into another corridor with spots of red moss. Reveal card 31. Oh, that's 30. 31.
Tale of 2 passages. You stand in front of 2 corridors. The right is at an incline with beds of inverted mushrooms and red moss draping down. The left descends into darkness. We don't have that. So we don't do that. So we choose now head up the fungus corner or head down the dark corner?
Well, dark. Last time we went dark, we got attacked. Should we do fungus?
Sure.
All right, what
Let's
number
go get
is that?
some mushrooms.
Sure.
33.
All right, 33. Oh, that's the next one. The Mushroom Men.
And we just got attacked again.
It is definitely mushrooms. The air is getting cooler and the mushrooms thicker as you ascend. The vegetation is so dense you would need to clear a path to continue. You conclude that nobody could have come this way. There are no signs of footprints or any other activity. You turn to head back, but something has crept up behind you. You attack. Reveal card 34. The Mushroom Men. The mushroom. Oh, shuffle that back in. That goes. Alright, the Mushroom Man number 1. Special rules. No action cards are used for this encounter. Oh, I guess we don't need those. Mushroom Men start each turn with the standard attack and end each turn with recoup. Anytime you rest, spawn another Mushroom Man. Anytime your attack misses, spawn another Mushroom Man. Up to 5 total. You only face additional Mushroom Men if the above conditions are met. If you survive the encounter, discard enemies that didn't come into play and reveal card 41. So he has 13 life, but no armor. Alright.
He has Spore Spray. Is his attack.
2, 3, 4, 8. Oh, he does?
Spore Spray. I like that.
Spore Spray. Nice. Alright, and he can snuff potentially or impaired vision. So that is... Snuff is -1 to recoup roll, and impaired vision is -1 on next action roll. If you have double attacks, -1 on the highest roll. So, here we go. Alright. So if we miss on our attack, we're going to spawn another one. So I'm going to go Rust Slice. I'm going hard.
Go all in.
Because I only will miss on a 1. Two. Lucky. So I just do 2 damage. And I'm gonna roll to heal. Ugh. And I failed my heal. So your turn.
Alright.
Ugh.
I guess I'm going Swift Straps again.
Alright.
So there goes 3 of them.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Oof.
Bad news.
So you missed.
I still get
Oh, you rolled a 1, so you give me Encore though.
Yeah.
But so I get
So you have
Encore.
so you can attack again, right?
No, it means I could re-roll.
Oh.
I could re-roll.
Okay.
So, but we have to reveal another Mushroom Man. Mushroom Man number 2. So he has 5 health.
Yeah, I'm glad they're getting weaker as we go.
Yeah. Is there anything different for this guy? No, it's the same. But they'll each get an attack. Alright.
Do I get to try to heal?
Yep. Do your heal. You healed 1.
I think
Guess
I'm
you
gonna
healed
need it.
something. Alright. Here, let's track, because this thing only has 3 uses, so you have 2 uses left on that thing.
So now you get a reroll.
This is gone, that was from last time. Well, yeah, I have a reroll I can use now, but now it's their turn. So the first one does, see who this one attacks? Me. You're always having them attack me. Alright, roll.
I'm pretty good at controlling the dice roll.
He's hit me with the Spore Spray. Oh man.
So
They got different faces, that's cool. 1 damage and Snuff. Which is -1 on my recoup roll. Here, I'll be silver.
But is that allied? Would that be to me?
Snuff? No, we're the allies. It's to me, because
okay.
he's snuffing me. And 1 damage to me, so I lose armor. Okay. Now see who this one attacks. Oh, sorry, we got a heal. That was the heal roll for this one, so he got 1 back. Now we see who this attacks me. And again, did spore spray again. Oh my gosh.
No.
4 damage and snuff
But
again.
then he takes your armor off first. Though, right?
Yeah. I'm double snuffed. I'm down to 2 life. Uh-oh.
No.
He tries to heal, but he's already at full, so it doesn't matter. Alright. Gosh, maybe I should rest. If I rest, though, another mushroom comes out. I can't rest. I'm just gonna punch. It cost me 0. It's not gonna do much, but 5, so I hit him for 1. Oh, should I hit the small one? Yeah. If we can kill the small one.
You're the risk management guy. So
If we kill the small one,
that's 1 less attack.
It's a less attack. Alright. Alright, now I can heal, but I have -2 because of the snuffs. 7. So 1, I get 1 back. Alright. So here's where, like, if you can bubble or rebuild me, that would be helpful. Because bubble gives me 3 temporary armor for 1 turn, and rebuild gives me an armor back every turn.
So I could do that instead of attacking?
Well, if you can either, most of them come from your doing hijinks instead of healing. So during your recoup roll.
I could do bag of tricks.
But bag of tricks could get me a bubble if you get like a crit.
Well, let's go all in. 4.
Alright.
For a bag of tricks.
An 8 would be great.
7.
7's not bad. Alright, so you get 3 damage and you get a heal.
3.
Yeah, so you get.
I get a heal.
You get 1 back, and then you get your recoup roll.
And then 7.
So you healed 2 more.
But then,
And that was it.
it didn't help you with the.
You would have to choose instead of heal for your recoup roll.
Oh, I would have done that.
Well, then I would get a bubble. Is that what you wanted to do?
Yeah. So
Alright, then put 2 life back, and I get a temporary bubble.
yeah.
So just
I
for
need
this
you out
turn,
front fighting them.
just for this turn, I get 3 armor points. But we're still gonna face 2 attacks.
Yeah, I
Let
might
me
be
roll
the
this.
slingshot.
You get him going for you.
I'm gonna have to.
Alright, the first guy is going for me. So roll
That's
that.
because I'm hiding behind you.
Clearly.
It's working.
So roll that to attack me. 2. Oh, you missed. Good.
See? Taking
Alright.
care of you.
Thank goodness. And then this guy, go ahead. See, he got the. Oh wait, no, that's his heal roll. So he did not heal. Let me see who these attack. Me. You're 100%. Oh, he missed also. Nice. And he gets to heal, or he can potentially heal. Nope. All right, that was good.
They're in trouble now.
All right,
How long does that last for the round?
just that round. So I'm gonna get crazy and bash and boast. So I'm like bashing and talking smack on the small. Yeah, I'll just do it on the small guy. Actually, I might let you take out that guy.
Okay.
And I'm
the
gonna
big
go
guy.
this one, but I need you to do at least 1 damage.
I think I can pull that off in the game.
7. So 2 damage,
Wow.
and then my heal. I will heal. My heal roll. 5. I get 1 back. I'm hanging on there. All right.
My only hope is a fanged ferret.
Take
I'll
out.
the ferret
Take
for
out
something.
this small mushroom. Ooh.
Shut him down.
2 damage. He's dead. All right. So we got rid of this guy.
So then I can heal?
Yep.
Nope.
No heal. Alright, and then he's gonna roll for who he attacks. You!
Uh-oh.
Finally. That's better.
He's
you got more
a lot,
armor.
Yeah, he's got a lot of armor.
Alright, here comes the spore spray at you. 6. 2 damage and impaired vision. So lose 2 armor.
How appropriate.
Your impaired vision is -1 on your next action roll.
Okay.
Alright, we got a lot of work to do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bloodlet. Go broke. Go big or go home. Dude, 8, a 7 or 8, a 6, 7 or 8 would be great. 8, 3 damage, and it's bleeding. So he's bleeding, and I get a hit one back, a kickback. All right, that was nice. And then now I get my recoup roll. I could cleanse you to get rid of your impaired vision. It's just -1. Nah, I need the healing more. Damn it. Nope, no healing for me.
Alright, well, I don't
You have a way to do 7 damage? I don't think you do.
Barely 1. I can spend 0 and use my
double
slingshot.
attack? Bag of tricks is. Oh, you didn't do. Oh, we didn't do your double attack last time.
No, we didn't, did we? So I got a 6. So I hit him for 1.
Oh, nice.
And then.
Oh wait, but you had -1, but you still hit because of 5 hits. Okay.
Then
And then
heal.
this is gone. Oh no, this is gone. Wait. Oh, we didn't put on there your impaired vision. Yeah, then you can heal. Oh, I saw the 8 flash.
Yeah, it was.
You
It
see
was.
that?
It was wobbling.
Yeah. Uh-oh, we're in trouble. One of us might be in trouble. Alright, so who's he gonna attack? You.
I can block 2 of them.
Oh
Oh no, Mr. Bill.
4 damage and impaired vision, so you're dead.
Man down.
So, your death move.
Choose next ally.
Okay, so you get to actually look at them is what that means. You can elect someone. So you can choose the next ally from those 5. And then I think that's it for her. Yep. Find a winner.
Yeah.
Alright. What do you got? Leo Frick?
Let's. Can you see that? I don't know.
This is.
He's pretty
Yeah,
bad
you can
looking
see
dude.
it. Here, do it this way. So it's. He's got a giant axe there. Leo Frick the Forester.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright.
He needs to go to the forest and chop down some
He can
mushrooms.
smash pretty good.
Yeah.
Alright.
We probably
So-
needed somebody who was more of a.
We gotta do a heal roll.
For
1.
him?
So yeah, so he doesn't heal. Alright. I'm gonna bash and boast. Don't forget you get +1 on each of those.
Even though it's a new
Yeah.
character.
Yeah. It's for like all allies. Alright, bash and boast. 6. 2 damage. Alright. And then I will heal, or try to. 1 heal. Hanging on by a thread.
Me?
You can take him out.
Yeah.
4 damage.
Let's,
You need at least mash or timber hack.
I'm going timber hack.
Alright,
See what happens.
do it. Get him.
A
7. 5 damage.
He's down.
Alright, we got him.
Now I try to re-heal some of that.
Hey, did we have any misses where we should have added a mushroom? I don't think we did. Did we? We never
We always
missed.
did at least 1.
Yeah. Okay. We get lucky. Yeah. So we killed him.
So heal? Or
Yep,
is that
so
heal?
we go back.
We go back
Well,
to
we'll go
normal.
back to the map. We'll see what we go to
What
card
happens.
41. All the extra mushroom, man.
So this was a Kickstarter?
It was, yeah.
Soothing Ooze. Increase ally armor points thresholds by 1.
All right.
Black ooze spurts out of the dead mushroom man. Oddly, the sounds are soothing. Next to one of the slain creatures is a key covered in ooze. Remember we had a discussion about a key earlier.
Yeah.
You pick it up, half expecting it to jump out of your hand or burst into flames. Thankfully, it remains still. You hear a voice as you slip it into your pocket. You must act. I will investigate the plea for help, or I will answer the voice from here without getting any closer. came down here to deal with
Answer the plea for help. All right.
We need an ally.
We do.
We're going to get a buddy, I bet.
All right.
So, equip this card. I'll let you equip that one.
Reward the spore key. Okay.
And get 44. So,
Spore key. During encounters using the action card deck, if an enemy's 2 action occurs, it happens again on the next turn, once per encounter. Okay.
so did I gain an extra armor
You should be at 4.
from 2
Mm-hmm.
and health?
And we have a key, so I guess we put a guy right there.
Let's see. I had 5 life, 6. Was there another life added in that, or just one? We're up 1.
We're up 1. Okay, so you should be 6. Alright, each ally can hold up to 3 combat items. Story items are unlimited. Okay, so we're fine.
Chapter 3,
Is that what it said? Go to the next one?
44.
44. Okay. Oh, it's on this.
Yeah. Is that right?
Wait, no, 45?
Oh, 45. Here we go.
Wait, no, we went up to him, right?
We
Investigate the police for help.
investigated,
Okay,
took
it
the
is
sport key.
44. Yep. Okay. Slump Survivor. This guy. Can you repeat what the game is called? It looks super interesting, so I might look it up. Yes,
Spires.
this is called Spire's
Spire's
End.
End.
Oh, that's upside down. Spire's End. I think it's by Favreau, Fabro Publishing. I think he sells them directly, so I don't know if they have any left, but yeah, check it out if you're interested. It's or choose your own adventure type, one of these type games. Slump Survivor. You move toward the voice through a clump of mushrooms the size of small trees. Your feet sink into the ground, releasing plumes of spores and dust. In front of you is a man sitting up against a rock wall. He's splattered in black ooze. There are large cracks on the floor between you. What happened here? You ask hastily. I can't say for sure, the man says. We were taken. There was a struggle. The creatures that took us started fighting amongst themselves. During the chaos, we tried to get away. You are the first person I've seen since. You ran into mushroom creatures? You point to the black liquid running down his side. They were taken captive as well. Some of them escaped. This one here wasn't so lucky. He motions to the mushroom stalk next to him. The floor creaks. Don't move. I'll come to you. Do I look like I'm going anywhere? My leg's broken, he shrugs. You could... My voices are getting off because it doesn't say who's speaking. You could attempt to move him before this entire place caves in, or get the hell out. Reveal card 46.
Crash or dash. I'll flee. You turn tail and run, but gravity's faster. The floor bottoms out and you slide down a slanted wall into the darkness. You don't see the man again.
Well, we have to choose first.
Right.
So I'll
I'll
flee
help.
or I'll help.
Oh, okay. So that helped.
So,
Crash or dash.
well, let's help him, right?
Yeah. Roll a D8.
Alright. Alright, we're gonna help this guy. Ooh, I'm gonna use my reroll.
Yeah. You
I
definitely
took it
wanna-
out, but if you do. Wait, is that just during combat? That's just during combat. Crap, I can't reroll.
You
1.
reach out a hand when a crack breaks out in a jagged line under your feet. Then the floor bottoms out and you slide down a slanted wall into the darkness. You don't see the man again, and one ally just died.
Really? Which one? Me, I
It
guess.
just says an ally is dead.
I mean, I rolled it, so.
You slid down the
Wow.
crack out into nothing.
Alright, so my death move is for an attack, so it doesn't even. Oh no, it says luck on chosen target. On an action, roll twice, pick the best roll. Fine, I'll give you luck. We'll just say that counts for the next one. I'm not
So how do
sure
you-
exactly how that works.
But you don't get another character?
Yeah, I do.
Oh.
Yep, so he's dead, but I have to choose at random because I don't have that
Oh.
cool ability you had. So let's go
They
with
all
this.
looked pretty good.
Alright, Rolf the Kill Cow. kill cow is, but sounds cool.
Attacks with a shovel.
Alright. Looks like it. Alright. Well, that was fun. Where do we go now? Reveal card
Reveal
47.
47. Which just happens to be next.
The dark. It's getting dark fast. Luckily, the corridor is narrow and you can feel your way forward, but it won't be long before you tumble off a ledge or something far worse. There's some items. We do not have any of them. No, I don't have any of these things. Reveal card 51.
It'll say, what have you been doing down there in the dungeon? The Ooze Sluice. You walk through an arched doorway into a small chamber. Thankfully, your phosphorus surroundings provide enough light to see. In the center are two large metal containers. Next to one of the containers, the body of a dead underdweller lies in a pile of red and white mushrooms that have spilled out of an overturned barrel. On both metal containers are spigots. A black liquid flows from each spigot into a channel in the floor. This channel snakes out of the room and down another corridor. You can't help but feel a sense of discord and abandonment in these chambers that were once alive with purpose. Now it's just dead bodies and trails of blood. You decide to follow the channel of liquid. It takes you through a series of descending corridors to the entrance of another chamber. As you cross the threshold into this new area, you hear a splash, a single kerplunk like a rock dropped in a lake. You decide to wait and listen, or I don't care what horrors lie ahead, I'm going in.
I already got one person killed, so why don't you choose? Actually, I got 2 people killed. Myself and that other guy.
I'm going to guess neither one of these is going to be great.
Okay.
So let's go for the horrors.
We're just going to charge in.
Yeah, reveal card 53 and 54.
Alright. The Chum Slinger. You move quickly into another chamber.
There it is.
Here the black ooze collects in a pool. In the middle of the pool is an island of chiseled stone. On that island is a stout hunchback underdweller carrying a large basket of fish. You suspect it's a she, the first female you've seen. She catches sight of you while tossing a fish into the pool. Behind her is a triangular obelisk. A shimmering cloud of dust hovers above, shifting in unison like a swarm of bees. The Chum Slinger setup. For this encounter, you will only need the 3 action cards shown below, so we need a 4, a 5, and a 6. Shuffle them and use them normally. Set the rest aside. The encounter ends after the 3rd action card is played. Alright. So we have 3 turns to kill it, basically. We're on the clock.
Yeah, and it doesn't look good.
No?
No.
Alright. Well, we're going to see what we
He
can do.
doesn't. Well, he's only 16 total
I mean,
points.
if I go deep, I can hit hard.
Yeah.
What's cripple do? Ooh. Alright, I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm going for feed. Oh, I get it. I got some like alien thing wrapped around me that fights for me. Alright. 4. 4 damage.
It's not too bad.
Yeah, it
Still
could be better.
He still doesn't feel anything.
Alright, I'm gonna heal. Hopefully. Damn it. Fail. Alright.
Oh,
That's only
on
if
me.
you. Yeah.
What does your key do?
If
Opens
he.
up something later.
Yeah, it's not even a matter against him because he has to attack for 2.
Alright.
Alright.
Well,
What are you doing?
I'm tempted to just go all in.
I think we should and hope he doesn't hit us and
There's
or
4.
our armor holds up.
There's 4. There's still some more people in the deck, right? If I don't make it out of this one.
Yeah. We still have 3 more.
Alright. So, need a 2 to a 2 or higher. Ooh, man, I'm glad I did it.
You got 2, so you got 2 damage.
2 damage on him.
Alright.
And then heal.
Yep. Heal 1. Alright, see who he attacks. attacks. Oh, flip a card. 5. Fish sling. 8. Oh wait, what? Oh, that's who he attacks.
Me.
He attacks you.
Now you fish slings.
Now he fish slings. For 3 damage.
Whoa.
No effect at least.
Yeah. So then, back to you.
Alright, yep. Ugh. We have 2 rounds left. I mean, we can't stop. This is rough.
So you can't spend your last life point.
You can, but you die, and it's like an outgoing.
Sacrifice.
Yeah.
And he needs 8 hits.
Let's rest.
I could take him out with the mash. Nope.
We're gonna need some good hits and some good heals.
Yeah, I only have Jack attack left.
Alright. Nope, I'm going with a prune. Uber miss. Alright, heal. 5. I get 1 back. Ugh, treaded water.
Oh no. Well, so Jack attack. There's really nothing I'll be able to do except maybe.
Yeah, but that at least
let's
will
try
let you get
this.
3. That might put us in range.
If I get an 8, I think I pierce his.
That would be nice.
Armor,
An
right?
8 would be nice.
3, not so much.
Miss. Alright, heal.
Okay.
This isn't looking good. You get 1 back at least. Are you down to 1 armor?
1 armor and 2 life.
Alright. Let's see who they attack.
This
Yeah.
first.
Let's see what kind of attack. 4 fin tickle. Okay. Attacking me.
Thank goodness.
You roll when they attack me.
I know. Oh.
5. 4 fin tickle is 2
2.
damage and
a cripple.
cripple. So 2 to my armor.
What does
Cripple.
do?
Damage output 50% less, round down.
Yeah.
And is it 1 turn? Oh, it's just permanent? Oh, that's great. Or for the round. Oh no, it's one turn. So but this is the last turn anyway. Alright.
Oh, I can't.
Oh, he gets to heal. See if he heals. Here, I'll just do it. Nope.
That's good news.
Alright, I'm gonna prune him. My damage output is 50% rounded down. 4, 1 damage, half rounded down is 0, I guess. Heal.
That's a good one.
Now, finally, after it's too late. Yeah. Alright.
What does this plus do right there?
Attack twice. Oh, and it attacks all enemies, I think is what that means.
Oh.
Yeah.
The antler.
Oh, the splinter you can attack twice.
That's what I'm gonna do, I guess. 7. 1
damage.
1 damage.
Oh man, we failed.
8.
Ooh,
2 damage.
Alright. It says the encounter ends after the 3rd action card is played, so I guess it just ends.
We haven't played it yet.
Well, we're about to. I
Oh,
don't think he attacks us.
he's done with us.
I guess he would attack. I don't. Yeah. Otherwise, why would he have a 6?
Right.
Okay. Oh no, not necessarily, because
Yeah.
that could have came out earlier.
So,
Counter ends after the 3rd action card is played.
but we play it when he
I
attacks,
think it ends right then.
Okay.
56. It's not gonna be good, whatever it is.
Mhm.
I'm guessing. Stomach spin. The dust cloud above the obelisk bursts outward, creating a cyclone that pulls the pool with it. whirlpool of onyx ooze stretches out onto the chamber floor, catching you in its wake. You are sucked down as the pool begins to drain. Your feet hit the bottom as the last of the ooze drains out. Unsightly horrors emerge around you. Roll a d8.
5.
The giant blubbery creature spews a piss yellow foam at you. Your misfortune knows no bounds. You duck backwards. Punishment. An ally suffers intimidate at the start of the encounter. There's the whirlpool. So,
Well, might as well be me.
at least we survived. Sure, I'll let you have it.
Let me have intimidate.
Oh, we forgot. Whatever. All right. So you're intimidated, which is you have to do a 1 action for your first one. All right. So I guess we recoup. Hey, at
So
least
that
we
means I'm
didn't die.
dead. Oh, no, I'm not.
No, we survived the encounter.
Do
so-
we still get our buff up in strength?
Yeah, we go back to max.
So we survived barely.
We did, yeah. We at least survived. We didn't kill it. We probably could have got a reward if we killed it, but reveal card 58. The Lurker.
They just keep getting better.
10 and
Yeah.
10. We already got 7 up here. Red. Special rules. Remove all 4. Oh, did he turn into this thing?
Must have.
Special rules. Remove all 4, 5, and 6 action cards. Shuffle and use the remaining cards normally. If you survive the encounter, go to card 63. Alright. Yep, so take out all the 4s, 5s, and 6s. The Lurker. So he's gonna like spawn globs, it looks like.
It'll be tough to do enough damage to get through all that.
Maybe
armor.
we shouldn't like go all in like we just ruined it. That worked for me my first game, but that's not
Yeah.
working this time. Alright. I'm gonna do 2. Slice. So you have to do 1. Because you're intimidated. 3. Oh, I hit for 3 damage. That was nice. Nice, easy.
So I spend 1. And then
Hold on, I get to heal first.
Oh.
Or I could cleanse you.
What?
It's fine. You can do a
Yeah.
small attack. 5. Get 1 health.
Alright. So 2 attacks at 1. So 4 is nothing.
Miss.
And 1 is also nothing.
Splinter, but you can still recoup. Still heal.
If we survive, so I get.
You got your 1 back.
If we survive,
We go to.
we'll reveal a card.
But we have to kill him.
The Lurker attacks the glob with the most hit points.
Well, there's no glob, so he's gonna attack one of us first. If the globs have all been equal, it attacks random. No globs are in play. No damage. No, that doesn't make sense because he can never.
Spawn 1 glob.
Yeah, but that's not until he gets an effect. Alright. I mean, did we miss something? No. Reveal card 58. This is 58. Oh. Is that just like a note? No. Oh, he just doesn't do any damage. But that doesn't make sense. I guess he still attacks?
The blobs, I guess, attack us. As he
Yeah, but you don't
spawns.
spawn the blobs unless you get an A, which is some of his stuff spawn blobs.
Phlegm,
Yeah.
and burp.
So I guess this flip. If he does damage, he's just not gonna do any damage. Oh, he does phlegm, so he might spawn one. So roll. This is weird. See, this isn't clear in some places.
3.
Alright, A. 3 damage, but there's no globs. And then he spawns one.
But they will attack us, I guess.
Well, maybe. When spawned, a glob does not attack until the following turn. Globs do not use action cards. A glob's turn consists of one preemptive spurt. Okay. Oh, that's his
Up there,
thing.
yeah.
Okay. If all 3 globs are in play and a 4th spawns, discard all globs and reveal card 62. Oh, it's gonna make some massive. Alright. You can lure a glob. Oh, we don't have
Bucket
that.
of fish chum.
We don't have that.
Yeah. I think
Alright,
that other
so
guy had that.
he could heal, but he doesn't have any. It's back to us. So are we supposed to try to go out, go after him, or go after the big guy? I think we need to go after the big guy.
So
What do you think?
yeah, because that way at least we stop the spawning.
Alright,
But he has 7 health.
alright. I'm going snappers.
I'll put yellow represents.
No, I'm going slice. Slice again. 6. 4 damage. Alright. Whittling him down. Heal. Nothing.
Alright.
Alright. See if we
Well.
can cut through that shield. What do you got?
Yeah. Maybe. I guess I'm gonna go jack attack.
Alright.
That actually might be the thing to do here. Yeah, sure.
Alright, well you give me, what do I get?
Yeah. You get encore.
Encore. So let me
I didn't
reroll.
heal anything either.
Alright.
So, what does he do? Spawn?
So he goes first. Yeah, flip that.
3.
He's gonna do a burp. And it's gonna be against this, because he attacks the globs. 5. 2 damage to the glob. Oh, we can. Alright. And then the glob.
Attacks us.
Who does he attack? He does attack us, so who's he gonna attack? You.
Perfect.
For
7.
C. Wretch Lurker, 2 damage. Oh, so Wretch is not on here.
Dash. It's pointed toward the lurker.
Yeah, this is the Lurker.
Does it do 2 damage to him?
Oh, it does 2 damage to the Lurker. Huh.
So I got lucky?
Oh, the globs are fighting it. That's cool. Oh wait,
So
no, 2 damage
yeah.
to him. Yeah, so that helped us.
So somebody's helping us here.
He's
we don't
fighting
know who it is.
Well, it's the glob as a glob. There's little globs. He's trying to eat them, and they're fighting him back. That's cool, but he might also fight us. Ah, all right,
So we don't know what's going to happen until we kill a bunch of stuff.
all right. Let's prune. I'm going for the big guy. 3. Damn it, missed. Heal. Oh wait. You know what? I'm using my encore to reroll that. And I got
Yeah.
a 7. So 2 damage. And then I'm gonna heal. 5. So I get 1 back. Okay.
Alright. I'm going to keep doing the 2 attack. Jack attack. One more time.
Alright.
6. Does 3 damage.
Nice.
Heal him up.
Nope.
Nope. Not today.
Alright, the lurker. It's attacking the glob. Oh wait, you got a rope.
Does
a
he
card.
get a card? Yeah. 1.
1. The tongue. 7. 2 damage on the globby glob. And then he tries to heal. Nope. Glob. He attacks.
One of
It
us,
just
right?
depends what you roll.
Oh, yeah. You just roll it.
Yeah, you roll and see. 3. A. Spawn glob. Oh,
Another one.
another glob. 7 points.
explosion. If a glob explosion happens, it only damages us.
Yeah. So he won't go until the next turn.
But then he blows himself up at the same time.
Okay. Alright. Back to us.
Yeah. Oh, he attacks the one with the most hit points, so he will attack this one when he attacks.
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna slice. 7. 4 damage.
Did I heal or did I
You missed
fail?
your heal.
Yeah, that's right.
And then I'm gonna heal. 7. Yes, 2 back. Alright, Byron, he's down to 2.
I don't have any choice. I gotta do the
Alright.
splinter attack. Oh, that worked good, but I get another one.
Hey! You get another what?
Yeah, take that.
Oh, you got
right?
2.
I
yeah,
get
you
2
get
attacks.
So this is gone now. Discard it.
But Splinter did nothing.
You missed again.
So now healage time.
You healed
4.
1.
Got 1 back. We're hanging in there.
Alright.
So
the lurker, flip for him.
3.
Burp. 1. He missed. Oh boy. Alright, this glob. 7. Wretch, the lurk, 2 damage to the lurker. Killed the lurker. Oh wait.
Oh, I see. He could blow up. He could attack us. He could spawn another one.
Right. So he killed this guy. Is that the encounter, or are we supposed to try to kill these?
I don't know. It said when he dies, do you pull a card? So that might explain.
No, it just says if you survive the encounter. Yeah, because they can still attack us.
Yeah.
So I think we gotta kill them.
So another one comes out, or we
No.
just have to kill them?
We just have to kill them. Alright. Yep, we gotta kill them. So this one attacks though. Or he gets his attack roll. So he is gonna 2. Nothing. Miss. Alright. I'm going for the weak one. Slice. Glob number 1. 4 damage.
He's down.
Got him.
Glob down.
Glob down. And I can recoup. 1, heal 1.
Alright. I'm gonna spend 1 and go Splinter attack again. 7. So I got him
damage.
for 1. 5. Got him for 1
damage.
more.
Alright.
Chipping away.
There you go.
Now, heal up. About time. Nope.
Alright, glob. 6. Wretch, an ally. 2 damage. Alright, let's see which one of us takes 2 damage. Me. It's fine, we got lots of armor.
Yeah.
Alright. Prune. 4. 1 damage. Heal. Nothing. You gotta do your free.
Gotta do my free attack, and it's an 8.
Oh.
Hit him for 1. I
Get
get to
2
roll
of 'em.
again. What's the little
It
plus?
just hits all. Man, that's good. It hits
Another 8.
everyone.
That's right. Let's
Alright,
get
down
another
to-
8 to see how that works. No.
you
But I
heal
did
1.
heal 1 back. So we're hanging in there.
Alright, roll for this guy. Nothing. Missed. Preemptive spurt. Alright, so we just need. I gotta do my free attack. We just gotta hit him for 2. 7. It's 1. My shovel. Slapped him with my shovel.
So back to me.
Yep.
Guess I'll do that again.
Splinter. Miss.
Is that a miss?
It's a 1. Dude, come on, Byron.
Oh,
What are you
man.
doing over there?
I saved those up for just now.
Alright, here he goes. He's gonna spawn a blah watch. B. He attacks an ally. Me. I'm getting low over here. Alright, free attack. I gotta do this without you,
That's
apparently.
right.
Dang it. Heal.
That's what happens. All right, we're gonna go free attack with the antlers. Twice with the antlers.
Hey!
Man down.
Got him.
Antlered him.
Finally.
Ran him through. So
Alright.
now we heal all the way back up anyway, right?
Yep. Alright, so we go to 63. Made it through the globs. Barbs and blubber. Increase ally armor point threshold by 1. Oh, so we're at like the max armor threshold now. Blubber, fish, guts, and goo are everywhere. You do your best to shake off the gore when you notice something is inside one of the translucent globs. Dig in, roll 1d8. Hey! With a quick slash, you cut open the glob. There's a key inside. Equip this card and reveal card 64, the barbed key. This key is sharp and feels uncomfortable to the touch. We'll let you have this key. So we now have 2 keys.
To something.
Alright, so let's refill our stuff. I'm at freaking 7 armor now. And what did we get to? 50, 64. Alright, down the drain. The only way out is down the drain in the center of this mess. You peer down and it's dark. You can see about 5 feet of vertical tunnel. The passage looks narrow enough to shimmy down. What do? Go down the drain. We don't have any other things, so we just have to go down the drain into the dark because we don't have the items.
Did someone add a comment?
No, we're good. 66. And if we have to stop at any point, Byron, just say so.
Solid ground. You're able to slip down the drain without incident. You brush yourself off and take refuge in the shadows. The area looks clear of danger. It's warm, borderline hot. Sweat beads on your forehead and migrates to your eyebrows. You wipe the salt from your stinging eyes and survey your new surroundings. There's a long hallway that stretches off into the distance. You can see a pinhole of light at the far end. Your choices are limited. Either back up the drain or head down the hallway. So you head down the hallway. If you had dropped a coin down the drain, it's lost, which we did not.
No.
Reveal card 67.
Alright. Hall of the Endless. You focus your attention on the light at the far end of the tunnel. Your pace quickens, but it is impossible to tell if you're moving any closer. It almost feels as if you are walking in place. With each step, your vision blurs. You stumble forward and collapse to the ground. It's an unforgiving surface, and your body throbs from the collision. You roll over and lie on your back. The warmth of the rock floor reaches through your tattered clothes and soothes your aching muscles. After a few deep breaths, your mind begins to drift. And then, I think I see something, or I see nothing. My mind won't succumb to trickery and illusions. I will continue on. Or I see nothing. My mind won't succumb to trickery and illusions. I will continue to lie here and attempt to clear my head. So we think we see something, we see nothing and move on, or we see nothing and rest.
I've been calling them. You want to call it? With a little help from
I think
Sally.
we see something.
Okay.
Okay. I don't know. Is Sally still there? Keep going. Oh, she said keep going. Oh. Well, she was just saying keep going. I'm enjoying this far too much. Oh, she wants to see something. Okay. So we're going to get to see something. Alright, I think I see something. Card 68.
Of course. The Voyage. A hazy vision comes into focus. You see a crowded landscape filled with the populace of another world. It's the world of the underdwellers. At the center sits the spire, held in place by structural arms. Suddenly, the spire shrieks to life. The arms drop to the sides, releasing the twisted monolith. Plumes of dust fill the atmosphere as the spire burrows downward. The vision fades. Reveal card 69.
Okay. Melting reality. You manage to get up and force yourself to continue. The increasing heat makes it difficult to breathe. Your lungs whistle as you pull in another breath. Dehydration is causing your muscles to spasm. With each labored breath, your grip on reality lessens. The walls twist and fold in on themselves, and your feet melt into the floor. Again, your mind begins to drift. I see something more. I will let this vision take me. I see nothing. My mind won't be ensnared by this cursed place. Or I'm going mad. I need to rest. So, see something more. I'm going to let Sally guide us again if she wants to. I see something more. Let the vision take me. I see nothing. My mind won't be ensnared by this cursed place. Or I'm going mad. I need to rest. Which way, Sally? We need you. We need you. She likes the idea of the vision, but that might be risky. We're doing it. We're going with your gut.
That way,
All right.
we're not responsible.
Reveal card 70.
Mutinous meetings. You watch as a stately underdweller in garish robes is quickly surrounded by others of his kind. No words are spoken between them, just empty stares. In a flurry of quick thrusts, they stab him. His body drops in a bloodied heap as his attackers disperse in silence. Suddenly, your mind breaks free and you are flung back to reality. That pinhole of light, once way out of reach, now appears close. You climb to your feet and reveal card 72.
Damn, you got Ned Stark.
Yeah.
72. The Eye. Hold on, I need to check these messages. Make sure there's no like emergency or anything. My phone's about to die. Actually, let's take you want to take a quick break?
Sure.
Or pause, or I don't know what your timeline is.
I'm getting close to the end
Okay.
of what I can do.
Why don't we pause this? Do you have maybe over the next couple of days you can come
Sure.
back and we'll
Sure.
knock the rest
Yeah.
out?
Yeah.
Maybe it might be the next card we might die on. Okay, so we're gonna pause. If you want to flip back to the other canvas. Sorry, I know Sally wanted us to keep going. So we are going to here. That's discarded. We're gonna put this on top of the deck to remind ourselves that's where we are.
Where we are.
And me and Byron are gonna come back and we're gonna continue this sometime in the next couple days, and we'll try to
We'll
try
let
to
y'all
tweet
know
it out.
ahead of time.
And that way, if someone catches this on just like a recording,
Right.
then they can come
back
check
and
out the.
come back and see it later.
All right, that was fun.
Thank you all so much.
All right, see ya.
Bye.
There is a choice, one of those